class we will learn about electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction was discovered by the scientist Michael Faraday. First, let us familiarize with an instrument called galvanometer. This is a measuring instrument. This instrument or device is used to measure very small electric current. You can see a needle for this instrument. This needle will deflect either towards left or right according to the current. And the symbol you use to represent the galvanometer is like this. Let us look into Faraday's experiment. Wind an insulated copper wire so as to form a coil in the form of a solenoid. We have learned about solenoid in part 4. Connect the two ends of the coil to a galvanometer. Please note that we are connecting the two ends of the coil to a galvanometer and not to a battery. Now place a magnet close to the solenoid. When this magnet is stationary, there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. But if this magnet is moved towards the solenoid, more number of field lines of the bar magnet will enter the coil, and this will produce an induced potential difference, and this potential difference is called electromotive force and sets up an induced electric current in the circuit. Due to this electric current, you will get a deflection in the needle when the magnet is moved towards the coil. A moving magnetic field can give rise to EMF. We have already learned about the magnetic field lines of the bar magnet and that of the solenoid. We understood that when the magnet is stationary, the galvanometer shows no deflection. But when this magnet is moved towards the solenoid, the galvanometer is deflecting towards the right. When the magnet is stationary, the galvanometer shows no deflection. But what happens if this bar magnet is moved towards right, away from this solenoid? Then the galvanometer will deflect to the opposite direction. What can you infer from this? Only when the magnetic field is changing, the galvanometer is showing deflection. That is, the current is induced in the coil only when there is a relative motion between the magnet and the solenoid. We learn that when a magnet is moved towards left or right, an induced current is produced in this coil, and hence the galvanometer connected to this coil deflects. Instead of moving this magnet, you can also move this solenoid in a magnetic field to produce the induced current. The induced current is found to be highest when the direction of the motion of the coil is at right angles to the magnetic field. The magnetic field lines are from north to south. These are the magnetic field lines of the magnet, and the direction of the motion of the conductor is perpendicular to this magnetic field. The induced current will be maximum in that case when the direction of the motion of the coil is at right angles to the magnetic field. What are the factors to increase this induced current? By using a strong magnet. Secondly, by increasing the motion of the magnet. The magnet or the solenoid, if it moves with greater speed, if the speed is more current will be generated. Induced current can also be increased by increasing the area or the number of turns of the coil. Here in this diagram you can see only 2 turns, small voltage, more turns, then medium voltage, large number of turns, large voltage. That is, large number of turns in the coil will increase the current in the coil. What is Faraday's second experiment? In figure A, there is a primary coil and a secondary coil. The primary coil is connected to a battery and a key. The secondary coil is connected to a galvanometer. When the switch is closed, look at this diagram. The switch is closed, then electric current starts flowing through the coil. The coil becomes an electromagnet, and this induces a current in the secondary coil. When current passes through the secondary coil, the galvanometer deflects. The galvanometer deflects towards right when the current flows through it. After some time, the current through the primary coil becomes steady. Then its magnetic field also becomes steady and the current in the secondary coil stops. When the key is open, look at this diagram. The key is open. Therefore, no current flows through the primary coil. Then the magnetic field here stops quickly. This effect is just the same as pulling a magnet quickly out of the coil. So an induced current flows in this coil but in the opposite direction. When the switch is closed, the deflection was towards right, and when the switch is open, the deflection was towards left. In this diagram, you can see two coils. Coil 1, which is the primary coil, and coil 2, the secondary coil. Coil 1 and coil 2 are wound over the same iron core. Coil 1 is connected to a battery and a key. Coil 2 is connected to the galvanometer. When the current through this coil changes, the magnetic field associated with this coil also changes. If the magnetic field of this coil changes, the magnetic field lines of this coil will also change. This change in the magnetic field lines produces the induced current. When the key is closed, the galvanometer deflects to one side and quickly returns to 0. When the key is open, the deflection of the needle will be in the opposite direction. The process by which a changing magnetic field in a conductor induces a current in another conductor is called electromagnetic induction, EMI, electromagnetic induction. The direction of the induced current can be found using Fleming's right hand rule. What is Fleming's right hand rule? Stretch your right hand such that your thumb, the forefinger and the middle finger are mutually perpendicular to each other. The forefinger will represent the direction of the magnetic field. The thumb will indicate the direction of the motion of the conductor, and the middle finger gives you the direction of the induced current. This is the middle finger which is giving you the direction of the current. The forefinger gives you the direction of the magnetic field, and the thumb will point the direction of the motion of the conductor. In this session, we learned about electromagnetic induction. What is electromagnetic induction? Electromagnetic induction is the process by which a changing magnetic field in a conductor induces a current in another conductor. that is the production of electricity from magnetism. It is called electromagnetic induction. We also learn Fleming's right-hand rule, which is used to find out the direction of the induced current. We also learned about the different ways to induce current in a coil. They are: number 1, moving a magnet towards or away from the coil or vice versa, and number 2, changing current in the neighboring coil. Hope you understood this session. See you in the next class.